So, after driving for what felt like a crazy long time along some really interesting roads after the little ferry we took, this is the entrance to Finca Manglar and the welcome. And then this lovely little overhung alleyway, arcade, whatever, that drops down to the house. And as we came out at the bottom of this, Raquel was stood there with 2 ice cold coconuts waiting to show us the house. This is where all the riding gear is kept, so when we did our little horse ride, all the saddles and bridles and goodness knows what else were all kept here, and the horses are saddled up and off we went. So this is the main garden as you come in, and we were asked to park our little 4-wheel drive just under the shade there. And then there's actually 2 houses, but only one group of people stay here at once. The main house is the brown wooden one, that's where we're staying. And then if you want some air-conditioned luxury, there's like an extension that bigger families can have and whatever. And there's birds' nests and goodness knows what everywhere, as you can see. So the first of the little garden areas is this beautiful little bridge over the creek where you can sit and watch the birds that you can probably see flying around everywhere. There's bird life all over this place. So it's just a little creek and these big handmade sofas, and you sit here, and at the moment we haven't had rain for a while, but if it rains you can imagine there's quite a lot more water here. And more new planting hasn't had a chance to fully grow in yet, but takes you round past the stables in the background there. So that's where the horses can be put inside. And then if you follow this down, we have another little bridge and another sofa. And this time, this is for the really cool little lazy river. I love this. Basically, completely natural stream that runs through the property, and they've just made the sides nice and hard so you can get in and out and sit in crystal clear water and watch the world go by. Last night we were in there and the horses were in the field right next to us. So back in the main garden. The garden itself is huge. Loads of trees, loads of birds, beautiful planting. And then the next favourite spot to hang out, and we spent a lot of time here over the last couple of days, is this beautiful spring-fed little pool. And the water here as the day goes on gets warmer and warmer. So at the start of the day it's quite cold, and then as the day goes on it gets warmer and warmer and warmer. Beautiful clear, and again lovely little swinging chair area to hide from the sun. My little chair that I sit for a good half an hour at most in the sunshine. And we've had little lizards here every day so far, but I think they're hiding at the moment as I can't see either of them up in the top. So the house itself, or land itself, covers 60-something acres, and only part of it is easy to explore. And I won't go all the way because it'll take ages, but these little bridges take you down, and you keep following the path. Loads of work going on everywhere, as you can see. There's always something being made or repaired or changed. It's really cool. And we follow this down, and we very quickly reach the start of the mangrove swamp. So again, I'm not going to go all the way because this path goes quite some distance. But they've built this really cool boardwalk over what starts as a little river, and then as we walk along this boardwalk, isn't it beautiful? Just so natural and wild and alive. And you come down and this boardwalk goes on for ages and takes you down to the dock where Lewis has his boat moored and will take you out. So this goes on for quite some way. Really cool noise of this popping noise every so often. We found out that shrimp, and they have an explosive claw that they bring together and it sets up a sound wave that's louder than a humpback whale. How exciting is that? So heading back towards the house. You can see the house properly now. It's huge and it's completely open. Design is amazing. It stays cool almost constantly because the air can flow through. There's no walls and it's almost completely open plan apart from each individual bedroom. And you might just see her Danny sitting in a hammock reading at the top there. We'll see her in a moment. So into the doorway and just look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? It's huge. Totally open plan, mesh windows. Roxanne brings our dinner and our breakfast in here every night and sets us all up. Lays the table, brings in the food, some lovely juices or fresh coffee. Kitchen amazingly well fitted. Big fridge freezer, recycling centre, glasses and insulated cups, big cooker, all the pans and everything else you could want, little microwave, and then underneath loads more stuff. Literally everything you could possibly want in a kitchen. And then as we come through, hammocks to chill. Two big sofas to relax on. And then just to show how it comes with absolutely everything. Some board games, guest book, Wi-Fi, extra fans, animal identification guides, all the stuff like insect repellent, suntan lotion, all sorts of stuff like that, even some stuff to exercise, some yoga mats, and then an indoor plunge pool. What more could you want? It's so cold, this pool. Doesn't get any sun warmth, so this is where we go when we've been out in the sun and we just want to be really, really quickly cooled down. It's gorgeous. And then finally downstairs, really lovely bathroom. Nice shower, proper hot water, just been rare. Excuse the mess, big sink. Fans keep it cool, towels change frequently. It's lovely. And then last but not least, upstairs. So, the way this is done is gorgeous. So up here we don't have the wire mesh walls. They don't exist. Instead, it's just completely open air on all the sides. 2 bedrooms back here with kids' beds if you had a family, and family bedrooms. Little bathroom, so you don't have to go all the way downstairs in the dark when you need a nighttime wee. This is our favourite space. We sit up here with coffee every morning, listen to the dawn chorus and look for the birds. You can see a beautiful location. And then the hammocks that somebody seems to have fallen in love with slightly. I found her fast asleep in one last night. Now this is the hard part because I need to try and open this door, which takes 2 hands with just one. And there's our gorgeous 4-poster bed, surrounded by the insect mesh and curtains if you need them. It's lovely feeling the light of dawn come through here. Even get monogrammed robes